6.5 minus 0.5 60%. మరి ఏదన్నా మీరు ఈ డ్రాయింగ్ వర్క్ ఇక్కడ మార్కెట్ పడుతుంది కదా ఇక్కడ మనం ఎక్కువ దిగాలంట ఏం లేదు వస్తున్నారు ఇక్కడ ప్రజెంటేషన్ ఉన్నాయి ఇది కూడా ఇక్కడ ఉంది కాబట్టి ఇది ఏం చేశారండి బాబు ఎఫిషియన్సీ ఫార్ములా ఏంటన్నా అదే ఫార్ములా ఫర్ ఎఫిషియన్సీ మెకానికల్ ఎఫిషియన్సీ ఫార్ములా ఏంటి ఇన్పుట్ అవుట్పుట్ మెకానికల్ ఎఫిషియన్సీ ఫార్ములా ఏంటి బాబు efficiency like mixing of starting what could be mechanical efficiency of division
ఏది రావా మెకానికల్ చదువుకొని మెకానికల్ ఎఫిషియన్సీ తెలియదంటే నమ్ముతారు బయటకు పోతే ఏం చేద్దామని రావా మీరంతా
ఈ ఎథనాల్ ఎక్కడ చూస్తుంది ఫ్రమ్ వేర్ టు ఎక్స్టెండ్ ఎథనాల్ అది కాదు చూస్తారా అంటే ఆల్కహాల్ కరెక్ట్ కాస్త కాంపౌండ్ బదిలీ నేచర్ అవును ఇది ఎక్కడ చూస్తుంది అంటారు ఇది ఒక ఆర్గానిక్ కాంపౌండ్ కాంపౌండ్ ఏంటంటే ఆర్గానిక్ ఏంటి మీరు పెడతామా ఈ ఎథనాల్ ఎక్కడ చూస్తుంది ఈ 3 నెలలు ఒకసారి మీ గూగుల్లో టైప్ చేయడం మీరు టైం ఎథనాల్ అని కూడా మనం గురించి మొత్తం పడలేదు ఇది ఎక్స్ట్రాక్టివ్ ఫ్రమ్ స్మోక్స్ చదవాలా ఇప్పుడు వాటర్ ఎక్కడ కూర్చొని వస్తుందని చెప్తున్నాను దానికి ఎంత ఫార్ములా అయింది దానికి ఎవరికి మీరు ల్యాబ్ చేశారు కదా ఏమో వర్క్ చేశారు ల్యాబ్లో 340 రూపాయలు ల్యాబ్లో చేశాను ఏం వర్క్ చేశారు డీజిల్ 95 ఏం రేటు తీసుకున్నారు ఏం ప్రాపర్టీస్ కట్టాయి కదా ఏం ప్రాపర్టీ కట్టాము ఏ ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్ వాడినాము ఏ డిమాండ్ వాడినాము ఏ ఆపరేటర్స్ వాడినాము డివైడ్ ఏంటి రెండు తీసుకోమీటర్ ఓకే రెండు తీసుకోమీటర్ వాడి విస్కాసిటీ కట్టున్నాం ఓకే మరి ప్యూర్ డీజిల్ ఎంత విస్కాసిటీ మీరు ఎక్కడ రికార్డ్ చేసుకోలేదంతా ప్యూర్ డీజిల్ కూడా తీసుకోవాలి మీకు తెలియాలి కదా ప్యూర్ డీజిల్ విస్కాసిటీ 25% తర్వాత మారిపోతుంది కదా అదే విస్కాసిటీ పెరిగిందా తగ్గిందా తెలియాలి మరి మేము 90 పెడదాం 80 50 పెడదాం డిఫరెంట్ కాంపోజిషన్స్ దానికి కాంపిటీషన్ పెట్టుకోవాలి. ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ ఎట్లా ఉండాలి, ట్రాన్స్ప్లాంట్ ఎంత, ట్రాన్స్ప్లాంట్ ఎంత, జరుగుతుందా జరుగుతుందా, మరి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ లేకుండా భయపడుతుంది. ఓకే, మీరు వస్తున్నారో పోతున్నారో ఏదో బాధ్యత మీరు దాని గురించి ఇంకా బాధ్యత. నెక్స్ట్ పాస్ అసలు పాస్ కావాలి, పాస్ చేస్తాం అందరికీ చూడాలి, అది మీ చేతిలో పోకుండదే. అదే మీరు ఏదైనా తాగిపోతున్నారు 2 మార్కులు వేసవిలో మీరు పర్సెంటేజ్ పెట్టిందమ్మా, ఇంధనానికి 20 మార్కులు అండి, మీకు ఎన్నో ఎస్ఎల్లో 50 మార్కులు ఉన్నాయి. మరి 25 మార్క్స్ నువ్వు ఏం చేస్తున్నావు ఇక్కడ 3 నెలల్లో? మీరే ఆలోచించండి, మరి ఏం చేస్తున్నావా, మా స్టాండర్డ్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది, మా కెపాసిటీ ఏంటి ఒక ఆలోచించండి. ఈ రకంగా ఉంటే మీరు చెప్పడానికి టైం కూడా లేదు, నేను ఒక 3 నెలలు రికార్డు పెట్టి మార్కెట్లో కూడా బయట ఉంటారు. అంటే పర్సెంట్ పెట్టారు కదా, మన నెక్స్ట్ మార్చి ఎప్పుడు నెక్స్ట్ జూన్లో అవుతుంది. మరి ఏమి తెలియకుండా ఉంటాం, నేర్చుకోండి. నేను ఐసీ యూనిట్స్ సెకండ్ సెమిస్టర్లో నేర్చుకున్నాను కదా, సెకండ్ ఇయర్లో అదే బాగుంటున్నాను. జాబింగ్ చేయడం కూడా నాకు ఇచ్చేటప్పుడు మీకు రాదు కాదు, ఇప్పుడు స్కూల్లో తీసుకున్నారు. 50% మనం ఎప్పుడు పనులు చేస్తామని వస్తుంది. బుక్కులు ఎప్పుడు ఉంటే ఉండగా మరి ఎందులో పెడతారా, పప్పులో పిలిచి పనుకుంటారా? వాళ్ళ బుక్కుని చదివే కాలం వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. నేర్పిస్తాను 2 జరగదు కదా, ఇదే మళ్ళీ ఏమైనా పెట్టండి. మరి ఏమైనా గ్యారెంటీ
హలో
సార్ గుడ్ ఆఫ్టర్నూన్ సార్.
వెరీ గుడ్ ఆఫ్టర్నూన్. కెన్ యూ హియర్ మీ? సార్ ఉన్నారా జేపీ గారు?
సార్
హలో సార్.
సార్ వినపడుతుంది?
వినిపిస్తుంది. బాగున్నారా?
బాగున్నాం సార్.
అదే ఇందాక మెసేజ్ పెట్టాను రెడీనా మనం అని.
మెసేజా మీరు పెట్టారా?
నేను పెట్టాను.
ఓకే, నేను చూసుకోలేదేమో.
ఇట్స్ ఓకే, నో ప్రాబ్లం. ఒక్కసారి నాది వచ్చిందా? షేర్ వస్తుందా?
కొద్దిసేపు ఉండు, స్టార్ట్ చేసి.
కనిపిస్తుందా సిద్ధా?
కనిపిస్తుంది సార్.
ఓకే, పీపీటీ కూడా కనిపిస్తుంది కదా?
కనిపిస్తుంది. మీరు షేర్ చేస్తే కనిపిస్తుంది.
ఇంకేం చేయాలి? షేర్ చేయాలా? అదేగా,
అంటే మీరు ఓపెన్ చేస్తే కనిపిస్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు మీ కంప్యూటర్ విజిబుల్ అవుతుంది. ఇప్పుడు ఓకే.
ఓకేనా?
ఓకే.
పవర్ పాయింట్ కనిపిస్తుందిగా?
కనిపిస్తుంది సార్.
ఓకే ఓకే, ఒక్క నిమిషం, 1 సెకండ్. Okay. So, how are you, Dr. Siddhareddy?
Sir, fine, sir.
పాపం కష్టపడి మొత్తం ఆర్గనైజ్ చేస్తున్నారు మీరు.
రేపు ఒక రోజు ఉంటే ఎల్లుండితో క్లోజ్ అయిపోద్ది.
రిలీఫ్ అంటారా? కొంచెం రెస్ట్ అంటారా?
మాకు కూడా ఇదే మార్నింగ్ నుంచి ఈవినింగ్ వరకు కూర్చోవాలి కదా.
అవునవునవును. అన్ని టాపిక్స్ మీకు ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ ఉండకపోవచ్చు. సో ఒక్క నిమిషం, నేను పెన్ తెచ్చుకుంటా మర్చిపోయాను.
ఓకే సార్.
రేపు లాస్ట్ అమ్మా? రేపు లాస్టా?
ఎల్లుండి సార్.
ఎల్లుండి, ఓకే ఓకే.
సాటర్డే.
ఓకే ఓకే. ఎట్లా ఉంది రెస్పాన్స్? బాగుందా మీకు?
పర్లేదు సార్.
ఇది మీరు మ్యాండేటరీగా చేయాలి కదా ఏఐసిటి కోసం?
అవును సార్, ఏఐసిటి వాళ్ళు డబ్బులు ఇచ్చినారు కదా, చేయాలి.
అయ్యో రామ, అంతా ధనం, ధనం మూలం ఇదం జగత్. ఓకే, ఎట్లా ఉన్నారు? ఏంటి మన కలెక్షన్స్ బాగా తగ్గిపోయాయి?
అవును సార్, తగ్గిపోతుంది. అందులో మధ్యాహ్నం అంటే కొద్దిగా తగ్గుతున్నారు.
అవునా? లాస్ట్ టైం కంటే బాగా తగ్గింది. లాస్ట్ టైం 50-60 మంది వచ్చారు. So who do you have now? Ajim, Senthil Kumar, Vijay Kumar Gupta, Deepak Shakar, Kodandaram, Nanda Ishad, Wahid, Lakshmi Narayan, Meena.
వస్తారు 40 మంది వస్తారు ఇంకా కొద్దిసేపు అయినా.
Yeah, Ramesh, our friend Ramesh is here. Dr. Ramesh, Karnataka.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Very good afternoon, Dr. Ramesh. How are you?
Yeah, fine. Nice to see you back.
Same here, same here.
That's a good thing. Hope I'll enjoy this session.
I hope so too. I hope so too. This is a new topic even for me.
Yeah.
I mean, to put a presentation around was quite a challenge, but it's a new topic. So let's see how it goes. So Dr. Siddha.
Sir, let us start, sir.
I think Dr. Ramesh should be given the best participant award.
Yeah, yes, sir.
No, not at all. I think award should go to the person who really gives the best answers. I'm only posing the questions.
Well, see, when you question, that's when the other person also learns.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, the questioning shows you're interested, you're participating, and all that. So that makes a big difference. It's for people like you that the whole AICT is spending money and everybody is doing all this work, right?
But this phase, participants are somewhat dull in asking the question.
Reason is after a good lunch. After a good lunch, it happens.
Everybody is in Nandyal now, all the participants?
No, sir.
They're all over the place, huh? Logging in from their respective states.
Respective places.
Places, yes. Okay.
Most of the sessions are closing without any question.
Oh. So,
see, there are few other reasons I should mention here. See,
okay.
About fortnights earlier, the classes were not really running in physical mode.
Right.
Everything was online, so
right.
It was quite easy for us even to be online and interact. But as of now, the students have begun to attend the classes. So only thing is we take some time out to attend these things. Although we put it online, but at mentally we will be elsewhere for many a time.
Yes, understand. Understand.
Okay, sir. 25 members joined.
Okay.
Shall we start, sir?
You're the boss.
Otherwise, we'll wait for some time.
Yeah. What do we say? Miro, you are in Nandyal, right? Are you in the college? Dr. Siddha.
Sir.
Are you in the college at Nandyal?
Yeah, college only.
Okay. Sounds good. Who is the head of mechanical?
Professor Tirupati Reddy.
Professor Tirupati. Oh, I think I know him also. Okay. Yeah. So, Dr. Ramesh, you teach power systems, you said, right?
Yeah, not exactly power system. It is renewable energy systems. I started it, but unfortunately, we're not really designing as such. We only get into the basics of it, how really works, what are the things are there. But the real fun comes only if you start designing it.
Exactly. In the real world, physically.
Yeah.
You are based in Karnataka, right?
Yeah, I'm from Bangalore.
Bangalore. Actually, we have done this for RGM. We would like to do this for your college also. If Dr. Siddha gives me permission to say this,
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, sir, please.
If you we could implement a solar power system or solar water heaters, solar cookers,
Yeah.
heat pumps, these kind of things we should install on your campus, involve the students,
Mm-hmm.
make a course or design some kind of a course around it, structure around this,
Correct.
and let them do hands-on work, and we will handhold. You just pay for the equipment. You don't have to pay any profits or anything for us.
Sir, one more thing. Can we find any,
Lab room.
what is that? Yeah, what do you call as a manual wherein I can really go for designing of from small system to the biggest system? At least guidelines like.
Manual as in what? For solar photovoltaics.
Not for solar photovoltaic, but basically for solar water heating initially there.
See, solar water heating, honestly, there's not much there to design, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
It's there, you put it up, you get hot water, end of story.
Mm-hmm.
And the applications are widely in the residential sector, not much in the industrial use.
Oh,
Even in the residential, I mean, like every technology has its limitation, right? The limitation is there is no control of temperature in solar water heaters.
correct.
Okay, and then there are maintenance issues. Uh, Okay, not major, but there are every year you have to do some cleaning of the pipes and all these things. But that said, it is still the cleanest and the most economical hot water source. But beyond that, what else can happen in solar water heater?
But
So I would say for photovoltaics has more wider applications.
yeah, it's a direct conversion.
It's direct connection, and power is something which is used everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just matter of designing to suit that application. And if you want to do any design, I would suggest doing something in the
Yeah.
microgrids using renewable energies. That will be a big opportunity, big avenue.
When designing these PV cells, you're talking about.
Not just PV.
I think you are freezed.
They
Okay.
can do a microgrid.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. So you can use grid power as the main source, for example,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
then you can supplement that with solar, with gas-based power generators, with battery, with diesel generator, a combination of these things, and some
Yeah.
wind if it is possible. You
Oh,
you create a grid, a different sources at one for one particular building or a facility.
mm-hmm.
Now that will give you uninterrupted power, number one, and
Yeah.
second, it will reduce the impact on fossil fuel, which is grid.
Yeah, yeah.
So this will be a huge advantage, a huge market, especially for critical load areas like pharmacy companies,
Mm-hmm.
hospitals, where the power requirement is high and they cannot afford to have downtimes, like in
Yeah.
data centers and all these things.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there are no transmission losses because the whole microgrid you're setting up on the premises of that particular facility. So this is another huge opportunity, a new one which is coming up big time in the Western world. So I would very strongly recommend that to work on those areas. And since you are a technical, I mean PhD in that space, you will really be able to put these things together very easily.
But again, I've got a question here. See, as far as the designing of these PV cells are concerned, by whatever the means you can always harness, that's one part of it. Now, designing means because everything is known. Like for example, the capacity of each cell is known to us, right? For example, a panel, you take it. So in an array, we know how much it will be able to generate. Minus of some efficiency, you can always consider there. As you said, it could be maximum about 25% efficiency there.
Right.
So in that, as a designer, our role will be much limited.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. In solar photovoltaics, there's not much scope for creativity.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Only creativity you can come up with is using it for different applications.
Oh, I see.
For example, for solar water, water purifiers in schools and colleges, there's simple RO systems or non-RO based water purifiers. We have given solar power as a solution.
I see.
They run on solar power. That way, what happens is even if the school loses power, your kids are still getting clean water.
Yeah.
Okay, so and also we have used for running school bells from solar PV, and we have done for lighting temple lights using solar PV. So those kind of whatever different applications we can think of, that's what we can do. If you go into the cell level technology, fundamental side, then you can do work on efficiency improvement and all that. But that calls for a lot of investment. It's tall
Yes,
order.
yes, yes, yes,
Tall
yes.
order.
In fact, I was just about to ask you the same questions. See, leaving aside the research as far as cells are concerned, now for setting up of any plant, like what you mentioned for an institution or anywhere, is there what is there any special funding is available from the Ministry of Renewable Energy Resources? What do you think
No.
about? No,
To set up a solar plant, you mean, or a cell a research center?
no, research center I'm talking about.
No, I mean, you are DTDC, whatever, you are DC or DSC something. Those are the people who,
DST.
DST, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the people who give some funding, but you know how those politics are.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I'm just thinking about. Thing there. So
right.
it's not really reaching itself is a too difficult task.
Yeah, yeah. By the time, say they have all kinds of stipulations to give you funding, but there is no atmosphere for doing such research.
Wow.
So they will ask you what is the uniqueness of your solar PV system, what is different, this, that, all these things. But what uniqueness can you give solar PV system design? Straightforward.
That's the because it's a straightforward answer.
Correct. There's nothing there. So that is why the problem. So that's why I'm suggesting using other renewable energies, multiple renewable technologies is one differentiator. And then use this multi conglomeration of technologies for a different application. Like if you take, let's take a hospital in your neighborhood and try to give a microgrid solution. That will reduce the power bill, number one, which is the highest expenditure besides salaries for a hospital.
Correct.
And you're giving a renewable energy solution. It's a real world problem you're solving.
But again, the question comes back to the reliability. Is it really the one? Unless otherwise we connect the regular power source to the grid and then take it back.
No, regular power source is a must today.
Ah,
Without that, if you go with purely renewable energies,
that's impossible.
it is, yeah, it's quite a challenge. Quite a challenge.
Yeah.
So regular power grid is acts like a huge battery, if you will.
Yeah.
It is there whenever you want, and but you reduce the usage of power, regular power, because it is dirty power, and substitute with renewable energies, and whatever the vagaries of renewable energies are, those are ironed out by the grid. And during the times when the renewable energies are absent, the grid is there.
Yeah.
If these two are not there, then DG is there. And between the transition of grid not being available and DG kicking in, you have UPS like batteries.
Yeah.
So that's how you're giving an uninterrupted power solution
That's right.
and reducing the carbon footprint.
And by the way, you just opened up this food, the carbon footprint. No. Have you ever planned to talk on this carbon footprint? I mean, how to physically, calculate this carbon footprint for any activity? Is there a standard method of doing it?
A good question. Honestly, I don't know the answer to this. I'm sure there is a standard of doing it, but it is bit complicated to come up with a
Yes.
carbon footprint.
Yeah.
Because if even let us say you and I are sitting in front of the computer,
Mm-hmm.
we are leaving a carbon footprint because we are using power, we are running air conditioner, we are running the laptops, all for all these things, we are using power.
See, in most of the website, I can get them directly with that, but the whole mechanism is missing there. How really it is calculated?
Right.
For example, they say that, for example, if you fly from here to some distance, maybe 1,000 kilometers, so this is the carbon footprint they are doing it, and they give some alternatives also to
Right.
compare with. But I fail to really connect with that.
No, it is simple, right? They are using what do you call aviation fuel,
Uh-huh.
and when that burns, how much carbon dioxide does it emit?
Mm.
Times with that divided by the number of people that fly. So per person per flight, that's a carbon dioxide footprint that that person is leaving.
One more thing, like carbon credits, like buying
Uh-huh.
and selling. I can you throw some light in a short span?
Yeah, carbon credits is a kind of a far-fetched mechanism. It will work for sometimes, not anymore. The
Oh.
way it works is, let us say you have a power intensive facility like a steel factory.
Uh-huh.
So, but you cannot set up a solar plant because you don't have that much place, and the place is what you have is not nearly enough to offset many of your power usages. So what you do is you buy carbon credits from the market that will say that instead of using a solar power plant on my facility, I've purchased carbon credits, which means I'm contributing to green energy usage. And who is selling these carbon credits? Those are people like who put up a solar power plant in a different geography altogether and selling it to grid and making money. In addition to the money that they get from the power tariff, they get carbon credits, which they are allowed to sell in the market.
You
And
know,
people like this will buy them.
buying credits means what really? Is it buying power?
No, it's not buying power. So let
Then
us say, I'll tell you what. If you have a if you have a 1 megawatt solar plant somewhere, and you are generating 15 lakh units per year, okay? For every unit that you generate, you can sell in the market and get a credit of at rupees 25 paisa, let us say, per unit is the value of your credit. So you can sell it at 25 paisa, your carbon credit, not the power, and somebody in the steel factory will buy that credit at 25 paisa. So you are making 25 paisa as the generator, and the steel plant owner is satisfying the renewable purchase obligation by buying these credits.
no, buying means what really? How you?
Certificate, nothing. Here's nothing. It's just a certificate you buy. It's
Uh,
called in India, we call it renewable energy certificates. You buy
okay.
a certificate, means you have indirectly promoted green energy, and your
Acha,
obligation to, yeah,
okay. I got it. I
okay.
got it. So it is basically you are promoting the renewable energy cause.
Correct, exactly.
Yeah, I got it.
Sir, we start, sir.
Whatever you say, sir.
2:30. Time is 2:30.
2:30, yes, 2:35, yes.
At 4 o'clock, there is another session. There is a virtual lab visit also.
Fantastic. Of
So we
what?
have
Which lab
to
is
close
that?
it by 4 o'clock.
We will not take that long today, Dr. Siddha,
Okay.
because Ramesh and I can talk offline and
No,
we can
no,
Yeah,
prepare.
yeah, yeah.
definitely.
Okay, sounds
Okay.
good. So, shall we get into the program?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Good afternoon, everybody on the video call, on the Zoom call. Thanks again, and thanks to Dr. Siddha for arranging this session, and thanks for everybody for attending it. Hope you will like it and benefit from this. If not, please let Dr. Siddha know so that I will correct it myself. At least for next time, I will not make mistakes. Okay, so feel free to comment, everyone, and I highly encourage, request, ask you guys to ask questions as we are going. This is an easier topic compared to solar photovoltaics. Okay, all right, let's get into the show. Hello.
Please.
Okay. So today we are going to talk about eco-friendly living. Last time we spoke about solar photovoltaics, which is one segment of eco-friendly living, one of the a major segment, I would say. And there are other activities which fall under this eco-friendly living, and that's what we are going to talk about. So what is eco-friendly living is it's basically adopt an eco-friendly lifestyle in our day-to-day life at every stage. Eco-friendly means adapting, helping living in such a way that we are not spoiling the environment. Okay, why should we have an eco-friendly living? Because the major reason for global warming is human activity. As we all talked about last time, human activity contributed to a steep rise in the temperature of the globe, and that's what is global warming, and that is causing a lot of natural disasters and playing havoc with our lives. And what are these human activities which are causing problems? That is burning of fossil fuel, which is your coal and diesel, petrol, all these things. And we are cutting down forests, trees wherever we can. And people in Bangalore know we are building apartment complexes in lakes. And people from Pune know they are cutting down this forest resorts to build apartment complexes and villa complexes. And the same thing is there all over the world, not just in India. Okay, and farming livestock. This might come as a surprise to many people. What this is the cattle, the big farm animals, they are raised only to get slaughtered for meat. Okay, like beef, the pork and all that. So Western world and Arab world, they consume a lot of beef. For that, they raise cattle. What's happening is these cattle, when they eat, when they belch, they release methane gas. Methane gas is highly potent greenhouse gases, one of the highly potent greenhouse gases. So that is contributing heavily to uh, global warming. Actually, first is fossil fuel industry, next is transportation. When you fossil fuel industry, I mean first is power generation, next is transportation, and third is agriculture, farming livestock and all that. These are the highest contributors. And then fertilizers, lot of fertilizers, pesticides, all these things are used, and they go into the water body, water table, and that's causing a lot of pollution. And transportation, as I just mentioned, is another big contributor. Landfills, lot of the material that we buy and use for some time and we throw ends up in a landfill. Landfill is nothing but a huge garbage pile. Many people have seen that in magazines and images. So whatever we throw ends up there, and all kinds of things are present in that, both organic and inorganic, metals, wood, food waste, fabrics, plastics, all these things. All these things end up there, and they form a lot of gases. And again, methane is one of the biggest gases that come out. And all these things add to greenhouse gases causing global warming. Plastics, we all know what kind of havoc they play. So all these human activities are contributing to global warming. And energy usage, we saw this slide last time also. Buildings, industry, transportation. All these things are high energy intensive segments, and all these things use fossil fuels. And if you go by the sector, the greenhouse gases, different sectors emit different amounts of greenhouse gases. As we see, power is the biggest one. And where is this going? Most of it is absorbed in the water. What is absorbed? Carbon dioxide. So, and it's becoming warmer. When the water gets warm, it increases the capacity to absorb more carbon dioxide. So it's becoming warmer. So this is the self-loop mechanism which is causing the global warming to increase, and water is playing a major role in this. And what's the amount of releases? If you see here, total 99 or 9.5 billion tons of carbon is emitted into the atmosphere by burning fossil fuels every year, and 1.5 billion through deforestation. Okay, and of these two, oceans absorb 3.2 billion, and something other, the remaining 2.5 billion is remaining in the atmosphere. So net 5 billion metric tons of carbon dioxide is remaining in the atmosphere each year, which is adding about 2.3 parts per million per year. And from 1750, if you see, the global temperature has increased by 50%. This is the global warming, my friend, and all this is because of human activity. So human activity is undoubtedly causing global warming. So this, the sooner we understand, the sooner we imbibe into our psyche and do something about it, it's better. And few things I'm going to talk about as plastics. See, there's an overflow of landfills full of plastics, and they don't degrade quickly. And toxins that the plastics release will end up in our food and fish. And these things are causing a lot of health hazards to humans and also to other life forms. Fabric is another biggest contributor for landfills. Is 3/4 of our clothing is ending up in landfills. That's a lot. It means we buy 5 dresses, 4 of them are just going into landfill. This is not correct. Why do we have to buy this money and then throw it in there? What this means is all the power, energy that was required in making this fabric, starting from cotton or whatever the fabric is, to taking it to the mills, making yarn, textile mills, power requirement, and chemical dyes, transportation, retail stores, power consuming retail stores, everything is 75% of that whole energy is gone waste. Excuse me, guys. Okay. And as textile industry is one of the most polluting industries today, guys. Please understand this. Why it is so polluting is to get the smoothness, to get the colors, to do all the treatments and the finishes and all that. About 2,000 types of different chemicals are used in textile industry. And unfortunately, these chemicals are not in a closed loop system, which means they are not treated. Whatever comes out of the factory, they are not treated. They are just left into the ground, which these chemicals go and mix with the water table, or they are left into the rivers or in lakes, or this is what is adding to the pollution, and this is increasing the pH of the water, and that is increasing the heat, and that's causing global warming ultimately. Okay, this is for the textile in general, and if you go further down, synthetic textiles, they don't decompose quickly, and they cause their problem. And woolen garments, they're not synthetic, they come from animals. They do decompose, but they release methane gases that adds to the global warming. So the excess usage of textiles is what is causing the global warming, not the mere usage of textiles. We need clothes, we need to use them, but excess usage is what is causing the problem. Okay, and the 50% of what goes into the landfills can be recovered, we can do something with it, like we can use them, and let's say if you take a blanket or bed sheet, we can make small bags out of it. If you use jeans or some other shirts, we can cut them and make rags or white cloths or doormats. Many things can be done with these things. So all these things we're not doing, we're just taking them and throwing them in the landfill. Cotton, by the way, guys, we all think cotton is a good fabric, eco-friendly fabric, or very natural fabric and all that. Yes, it's a natural fiber, but the amount of pesticides that go into the usage of cotton, the amount of water that goes into the usage of cotton are humongous. They add a lot to the global warming. They add a lot. For example, one pair of jeans, to make a pair of jeans which are made of 100% cotton, it takes about a few thousands of liters of water. Let's say 3,000-4,000 liters of water, if not more. That's a lot of water for one pair of jeans or a t-shirt. In addition to that, a lot of pesticides. And pesticides, again gets into the water table and water cycle, and we consume it. So these are all the downsides of using cotton. The global fiber consumption, if you see, worldwide consumption is about 116 tons, out of which 62% is synthetic fibers. And most of you know that synthetic fibers are byproducts of petroleum byproducts, which is again a fossil fuel in a different form. And they are cheaper to make, but they don't degrade fast, and they cause their problems. So, but that's very cost effective, highly profitable. That's why most of the fibers are synthetic. And then you have cotton, which is the next biggest one. And as we spoke, as we talked about it, cotton is one of the highly polluting and water intensive fiber to grow. And there are about other wood-based cellulose like bamboo-based products, and other natural fibers like jute, linen, hemp, and all that. And 1% is wool. Okay, so if you can see from here that synthetic fibers and cotton fibers are the widely used, and naturally they are the two things that end up in landfill, and synthetic fibers don't decompose and they cause their problem, and cotton, it does decompose very well, but to make cotton, so much of water and pesticides are used. And in both the cases, extensive use of electricity, which is predominantly fossil fuel based today, and transportation, which is predominantly diesel and petrol based today, are consumed, and all of that is getting wasted. So we're just pumping in carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, creating methane gas from the landfills, adding to the atmosphere for no valid usage. In the sense, we are not consuming as much as we are producing. We're just overproducing, overconsuming. So there are, like, it's better to use natural fibers like linen-based fiber. Linen is a flaxseed. It's a highly fibrous plant. You can see that. You can see online. Linen shirts, we all know. Linen saris are around, and linen kurtas, pajamas. So linen is a very nice fabric, and it breathes well. As breathe, I mean breathe. It's good for winters and good for summers also. And for Indian climate especially, linen is very good. And the same thing with bamboo. It's a very good fiber. Of course, bamboo has to be blended with some cotton or something. Some usage of cotton probably is okay, not probably, system can accept, but excessive use of cotton, excessive use of synthetics is what is causing the problem. From the way it's going right now, it could be the second highest polluting industry after oil by 2050. So it will replace transportation, it will replace agriculture and growing farm animals. Right after fossil fuels used for power, oil and all that, right after that will be fashion industry or textile industry. So we all should understand this and shop responsibly, buy what you need, and buy the right kind of fabric, right kind of fiber. This again a little bit more information about cotton. As you can see, 4% of all world pesticides and 10% of insecticides go into the production of cotton. That's a lot, my friend. That's a lot. For the amount of and the varieties of crops that are grown, 4% of it is going only for cotton. 10% of insecticides are going only for cotton. Means it's a highly uh, pesticides and insecticide incentive crop. Not good. And here is one example. So here the 97% of water in the Indus River goes towards producing crops like cotton. You can imagine how much water that is. And if you can reduce the usage of cotton, we can really will be helping the thing. And if you do use the reduce of cotton, I'm not saying use synthetic. We have other natural fibers like jute, linen, bamboo, hemp, all these things. So what are the green activities that humans can do to reduce the to have an eco-friendly lifestyle? So everybody has seen this is reduce, reuse, recycle. So when you say reduce, first reduce the usage of your goods, whatever they are, unless they are absolutely necessary. Don't just go and buy things, and then reuse them. As I was saying, any the clothing that we never use, instead of throwing them into the landfill, reuse them. If you have any furniture which is broken, try to see what else you can make from that. Or if you have any used tires, car tires, vehicle tires, see what you can do with that. You can cut them in half, and you can put some soil in that and grow plants in them, or use them as hanging vases. So many things can be done, and we should have get out of this mindset that people may think that, oh, you are being a cheapskate, you're displaying your poverty by doing that, and you can't afford to buy new things. That's not the point. We all can afford to buy new things, but reusing what can be used. If the tire is not usable as a tire, it definitely can be used as a vase, as a pot for growing plants in. Okay, or some you can pour some water and hang it. Birds will come and drink water from it. So for those kind of things, the tire is still usable. So why can't we use the tires like that? And clothing and furniture and everything you can think of. So before you just tossing it into the dustbin, please understand what we can do, how we can reuse this. And there's another word called upcycling. So the same thing what I was talking about. Usage of these broken pieces of wood or broken pieces of plastic, can we use them to make something else? So that's upcycling. And recycle, like we all know, like producing manure out of vegetable waste and decomposing. And it is basically when you decompose something, whatever was produced from the soil or from the earth is going back into the earth and becoming part of the earth. So that's how you're recycling. So reduce, reuse, recycle. All right. And then try to use less heat and less air conditioning. In India, heat using less of a heat is not much of an issue, but air conditioning, thanks to global warming, everybody is forced to use a lot of air conditioning these days. So that is unfortunate, but let us see how we can reduce it. When I say reduce air conditioning, I don't intend to say that we all should be sitting in heat and sweating, but instead see how we can have shielding effects in the ceilings by using a false ceiling of some kind, or use the roots, vetiver as they call it, those mats, air cooling, and using breathable fabrics, wear breathable clothing. All these things will reduce the necessity for air conditioning. Using LED bulbs is a straightforward thing. Everybody does that. And if it's possible, try to ride a bike instead of taking a car or a two-wheeler. Motorized two-wheeler. So try to ride a bike as much as possible to nearby neighborhoods or small purchases. Either if you live close to college or school, try to ride to bike. A lot of people in the Western world do that, which is considered a very healthful approach and eco-friendly approach, and that shows your fitness, that shows that you're conscious of your fitness and conscious of environment. All these things are viewed very positively around the globe. So we also should imbibe that mindset. Once we have that mindset, once you don't have hang-ups about being going in a big car is a prestigious thing, going in a bike is something inferior. Once you get out of that, we'll be able to do a lot of good things. And judicious purchase of clothing, as I just mentioned, try to buy what is required and the right fabric, and try to use natural fibers as much as possible, and use bamboo based products. Bamboo, by the way, is an extremely eco-friendly product. Why is that? That's because bamboo, when you plant, when you do the seeding, it takes 4 to 5 years for the first time for the bamboo to grow to its full height of 20, 30 feet or something. But for 5 years or 4 years, you can't get much from bamboo. But once it starts, once at the 5th year, when you harvest it, you can do a lot of things with bamboo. You can use it as a construction material. You can build houses, bridges, hotels, and everything with that. You can do your farmhouses. You can do your penthouse with that. Lot of things with bamboo. And you can use the bamboo and make timber out of it. When I say timber, instead of using it bamboo as a pole, you take bamboo and it's processed, and like rectangular pieces of like teak wood, like you guys see, that can be made with bamboo. And once that is made, you can use it for making all kinds of furniture and flooring. And bamboo mats can be used for false ceiling. Bamboo is stronger than steel in a tensile strength. Your mechanical engineers will tell you. Huge advantages of bamboo. And from bamboo, you can make clothing when you blend it with cellulose or cotton. Of course, cellulose is not very eco-friendly as viscose. Okay, it's not very eco-friendly, but used with closed loop processing system, it is good. So when you use bamboo, uh, just from this crop, all these things can be made. But you might say, why bamboo? Because the next crop of bamboo, it comes on its own. You don't have to plant again. It will come every 3 years, every year, every 2 years, you'll get crops. And you don't have to plant seeds in it. You just keep harvesting, and again, it keeps growing. For 70 years like that, with one seeding, you get that much fiber. And it's the fastest growing fiber plant. By the way, bamboo is not a plant, it's a grass family. So it's a fiber, fastest growing uh, timber giving species, if you will. So that's and then bamboo shoots, the small bamboos when they grow. That's a delicacy to eat. A lot of people in Asia, Japan consume that. Okay, so bamboo is like, it's a huge potential for using it on day-to-day lives. So there is a lot of work going on in bamboo space across the world, and India is doing a lot of good work in that space. So you will see a lot of bamboo coming up. If you look up on bamboo activities in India, a lot of hotels, a lot of things are built. Reduce plastic usage. This is straightforward. We all know this. And I reduce meat eating. And I'm not here to promote vegetarianism or decry non-vegetarianism. None of those things. But just the facts are facts. So try to reduce the usage of red meat, so that reduces the need for growing farm animals, which reduces the methane emissions from the belching of farm animals and reduces the carbon footprint. These are some of the products made out of banana fiber. So in the natural fibers, which I mentioned before, forgot to mention banana fiber. Banana fiber is a very strong fiber. It lasts for long. You can make beautiful products like these, like you're seeing here. So all along, I've been talking about what can be done to have an eco-friendly living. So we as people in the industry, we as evangelists of green living, we as business people, what we thought was, it's one thing to give lectures, talks, seminars about solar, about green living, about eco-friendly lifestyles, but it should be made possible for people to do it. You like to go buy a non-plastic or a non-leather handbag, for example. But where do you go it? Where do you go for it? Where can you buy them? Are they easily available? Are they expensive? Do they look good? Are they durable? So these things are all questions. And people say, okay, fine, forget it. This is readily available. I know this works. I like to buy eco-friendly products, but I don't know where they're available. So what we did was we came up with this idea of working with the artisans across India that make these eco-friendly products. So these banana fiber products that you're seeing here are made by women artisans in the South India. And we have tied up with those organizations and we got these things made and we are promoting them in the digital media, in social circles, online, offline and all that. The idea is to make eco-friendly living easy and affordable and genuinely available. I mean, genuine products, making genuine products available. Because most people have this greenwash, as they call it. They say something is eco-friendly, which may not be an eco-friendly product. It's just they're saying because they have used the solar plant or their factory that makes plastic bags. Because solar power is there in the factory, they call their product a green product. That is greenwash. Just whitewash like that. It's a greenwash. They're saying that, but it's not true. It's not eco-friendly. So we want to make sure that it is genuinely eco-friendly. So we are going to the great depths and identifying these suppliers, identifying the product, and making sure that the process is also eco-friendly. For example, bamboo can be used in making fabrics, but bamboo has to be mixed with viscose to make a fabric. This viscose is a chemical, and the usage of viscose in bamboo is a highly chemical intensive process, and whatever comes out of in the process from the plant out is highly polluting. Now, bamboo fabric, I cannot call that an eco-friendly product, though bamboo per se is, but the process is not. So the product to me or for anybody is not an eco-friendly product. But if the manufacturer is recycling or you putting a closed loop system where the chemicals that come out of this process are going back into the system after some processing and cleaning and all that, now that is an eco-friendly system because it is not adding to the pollution. Maybe after a few cycles, few hundred cycles, maybe they'll do something to it and dispose it in an ethical and a clean way. That is okay, but not if it's an open loop. So we go to the great depths and great extent to understand the process. First of all, identify the material and then understand the process and make sure that they're doing in the eco-friendly way and ethical and fair trade way. What I mean by that is that people are not taken advantage of while getting these products done by paying very low salaries, or children are not used in the making of these products. So all these things we make sure, and then we are bringing these products to the fore. By doing that, we want to tell people that here are the eco-friendly products. They are genuinely eco-friendly, and they'll last long. They'll look beautiful. See for yourself. Use it and see. This is our our contribution to eco-friendly living by bringing these products to you. That's what we are doing. We are talking the talk and walking the walk, as they say. Whatever we're preaching, we are bringing these products to the market. And these are banana fiber-based table mats. That's a long one is the runner. These are the table mat, placemat, plate mat. And these are banana fiber bags. And the left bottom one is the banana fiber-based document folder. And these are bags, utility bags made of canvas. Canvas, by the way, guys, is not cotton. Canvas comes from the plant cannabis. Cannabis is, most of you know, is marijuana's technical name. Marijuana, in the cannabis, there are two kinds. I don't know the full name of this kind. The kind which gives you intoxication is a different one. And the kind which is nowhere close to giving intoxication is the different one. We are talking of the second kind. From those fibers, fabrics are made. So because it's made from cannabis, the word canvas has come into being. The canvas was, as we know, a few years ago that was used for school bags. And before that, it was used for sails in the medieval times on the boats and ships and all that. For sails, they used to use canvas cloth. So very strong fiber, very durable, very thick. So that's canvas. It is not cotton. Okay, so that is another fabric, natural fiber. We are getting these made by, again, some handicraft people, women entrepreneurs. And then bamboo, as I told you, it's an extremely eco-friendly product. On the left, you see those two things. It's nothing but bamboo pole, cut it in such a shape where you can put fruit in that and put that on the table. It's a very, very simple and elegant fruit holder for your dining table. So it is as eco-friendly as it can get. And the next one is the water bottle made out of bamboo outer, and inside there is a copper insert. Copper, as you know, again, is very good for health. And all metals, by the way, are eco-friendly because once a metal is mined from the earth, which requires a lot of energy to do the first time, once it is done, that metal can be melted and used for making some other products repeatedly. And some metals are good at getting recycled, some are not. But by and large, all metals can be recycled many times. and that way they're all eco-friendly. And there's another water bottle, and this is our iCap Carbon is our brand name, which basically says that cap is reduced carbon, which is CO2, carbon emission. Inside of it, you will see CO2 and a stop sign type of thing. So we stop carbon emissions, or we reduce. When I say cap, I reduce the carbon emissions, and I'm asking if you do it. So once you guys, if anyone of you are interested in buying this product, when you buy this and you have this with you, you have the moral right to say that, hey, I bought a carbon emission reducing product and I'm capping carbon emissions. Do you do that? So that's the reason we came up with the tag, right? By the way, I'm not promoting my product line here. That is not the agenda of this call or the session. So please don't get me wrong. I just trying to explain the caption behind that. Okay. And this is Areca plates. As you know, many of the Areca leaves can be molded in this form, and plates can be made. So you can avoid using styrofoam, which is again a very bad material, doesn't decompose at all, or plastic plates. Glass is still not very eco-friendly because, but it can be reused many times. Glass like plastic, it takes hundreds of years to decompose. But as you all know, glass is made from sand. But somebody was telling me that it can be recycled back into sand. I've not seen that system, but if it is, then that's a great thing. We can definitely put it in the eco-friendly category. But as of now, from the knowledge that is available, glass is not very eco-friendly. And this is jute. From jute, we can make jute. This is planters, which means you can put pots in them and put it on your desk in your office or school or college or at home next to your TV. So this looks very nice, and these are made of jute. And jute is, as they call it, a golden fiber. Very widely available in India. India probably is one of the, or if not the largest producer of jute. I think Bangladesh is pretty much there with us in terms of jute production. So this is another wonderful fiber which can be used, but it's not as strong as canvas or banana fiber. So this cannot be used in those applications like sails and all. But definitely it can be used for this kind of applications. And jute bags, many of you are using, you know them very well. So such a common thing these days. I'm not including it. Okay, and textiles, I talked about these textiles a lot. And here is two products that we got stitched, and we are promoting them. One is on the left is the jute. I think it's a little blend of cotton, but majority jute. And on the right is the linen. So this is flaxseed product. Excuse me for the bad pictures here, but these are the products. But the shirts are not bad. So we got them made in a factory, and we are promoting these things. Again, the idea again here is to say that, to demonstrate, to show people, yes, an alternative way of living, an eco-friendly living is possible at every step of the way. As we saw, we have your shirts or any clothing made from natural fibers, not other than cotton, is available. These planters, which are used for day-to-day use, that is possible. We can eat in these plates, which are eco-friendly extremely, and we can drink in this fruit holders and these bags, shopping bags or utility bags, and placemats. You don't have to use plastic mats. And these are daily items or document holders, handbags, you name it, every step of the way, every product, everything in our daily life. Of course, banana toothbrushes, forgot putting them here. Start from the point you wake up, from the time till the time you go to bed, all the products you use, majority of them can be an eco-friendly product. And these products are available. We don't have to invent them. Even the smallest thing like earbuds, we take it very lightly, but earbuds are made in crores of them every year. Most of them have small plastic in the middle. That plastic is replaced by bamboo. Now that's an eco-friendly earbud. So those things are available with us. Bamboo toothbrushes, bamboo combs, bamboo soap cases. All these things in our daily lives can be used, uh, uh, can be uh, can be an eco-friendly product. So that's the point I'm trying to make here, not to sell the merchandise. The point to want to make is these are available, these are possible, it's available now. I did not invent or innovate or come up with any of these ideas. They're all available in the market. I'm just bringing it to the fore, making you aware. So that's the business. So this is the point. This is the takeaway that I want to give you guys. That eco-friendly living is absolutely possible, doable, and it is possible, doable now, today. Okay, so that's my point, and that's my presentation, and I leave it for questions now.
Can you please throw some light on this ICAP carbon that you are presently in? Because I would like
I
to know
kept
what
carbon.
I think you are in that ICAP carbon. That's
Right,
is it
right.
is it a
So
company?
yeah, ICAP Carbon is another business unit in our company, which primarily focuses on this kind of product line, uh, which uh, which is just it's not another company, it's just another vertical, where we come up with this product line. That's a logo we use and promote eco-friendly living under this.
Any questions from the participants?
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
Sir, I wanted to ask that the cost of a lot of eco-friendly products in the market acts as a deterrent in the way of buying them. So can we in the near future can we expect that with wider production and manufacturing of eco-friendly products, like the cost of these eco-friendly products may go down?
I think, sir, you are it's mute.
Okay. Hello, sorry. Yes, that was an excellent question. Was that Mr. Irshad that asked that question?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, Mr. Irshad, that as you said very rightly, the major deterrent indeed is the cost. The main reason for that is Europeans and Americans, more Americans than Europeans, are they are they use hell a lot of energy. Okay, very polluting country. Not one of the most polluting country in the world is USA.
Right.
What they do is when they come up with some eco-friendly product, okay, they say something, a very minor reduction in power consumption, they brand it as eco-friendly. And then they increase the price of that because eco-friendly thing is viewed very highly by the society.
Right, sir.
So they increase the price and people will buy.
Okay.
Same thing in Europe. So the concept of eco-friendly products should be expensive has come from there to begin with, number one.
Okay.
And the second thing is, because the production of these eco-friendly products is low, the volume is low, the production cost is high.
Right.
And the raw material that is used also, though is widely available, it takes more efforts to process it and procure it,
True.
as
Yes.
opposed to a plastic thing, right? So
Right.
these are the two main reasons. One is the mindset, one is the economies of scale.
Right.
The mindset we can change. We don't have to be thinking on those lines, because India, by and large, is a highly eco-friendly country to begin with. It is in our culture to recycle, upcycle, downcycle, side cycle, everything. We don't throw anything out. So recycling is in our way of living. So India, by and large, is an eco-friendly country. So we don't have to worry about it. But what we have to think about is, when we make a banana fiber bag, for example, we try to make it in such a way that the costs are not prohibitive. The idea is not to make huge amount of profits, but decent amount of profits, and sell at a reasonable price so that people will buy. So for example, if these bags that you saw here, they don't cost much. They are like 1,500. But a synthetic plastic fiber, leather, a fabric that looks like leather, which in fact is a fake leather, those bags cost 2,000 rupees. But this is a genuine natural fiber, and lot of women are helped by this. So this is costing about 1,400 rupees. So once we priced it right, people are adopting it. And same thing with same thing with toothbrushes. Our toothbrushes cost maybe 30 rupees or something. The same price you get 100 rupees toothbrushes, the cheapest one in stores, plastic ones. Instead of that, buy this one. It's bamboo. It's 100% recyclable. So the point is, if we don't go greedy and try to overprice things, eco-friendly products are very much affordable. So
పెట్టుకోండి మళ్ళా కరోనా పెరుగుతుందంట.
hello, Mr. Shah.
Yes, sir, I'm listening.
Right. So what my point is, yes, there are somebody's talking. So what I'm saying is, yes, you're right. Eco-friendly products are expensive sometimes, but they need not be. And with more wider acceptance and more awareness, the volumes of consumption will go up, prices will come down, competition will go up, prices will come down, quality will go up. All these things will happen. So we are trying to do our bit in this by bringing awareness as much as possible.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the answer.
Yes, that was a very good question. Where are you from, Mr. Shah?
Sir, I'm from Aurangabad, from PS College of Engineering.
Okay, Aurangabad. Okay.
Yes, from Maharashtra state.
Maharashtra. Okay, excellent.
Yes.
What do you teach, if I may know?
Sir, I am in I work in the electrical engineering department.
Okay.
And off and on, I've also taught the subject renewable energy resources.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Excellent. Great. Good.
Thanks.
Good to have you on here, and thanks for the question. That was a very, very, very valuable question. Actually, I missed that point. Thanks for bringing it up. I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Sir, you mentioned India is very eco-friendly country.
Right.
Okay, on the face, let us take it. But my question is, we are, you said it, we recycle, downcycle, all cycles we do it, right?
Yes.
One of the examples is when we use a toothpaste, we take out every, every bit of toothpaste by whatever means. That's one of the,
Correct.
you can give one such example there. But my actual question is, we become eco-friendly. Is it because of our financial weakness? On the serious note.
No, no, I'm listening to you. Is that the question?
Yeah, that is exactly the one. Because is it connected to the our financial status? Because most of the countries, although they have been more ahead of us, right? They have seen all the things what we are seeing now, long ago. But uh, because they are financially viable for anything that comes their way, they can get it. But since we are not able to get that because of our financial status, we try to settle down to a lower value. Is the one?
Um, that applies to any part of the world. When you can't afford, you'll try to make do with what you have. Okay, not necessarily India, and that happens in India also. Okay, but my point was more on the and our very lifestyle. Like, what example can I give you? For like again, if you take the example of clothing, right? Whatever we don't use, that bed towels, for example, when they get worn out, they cut and make hand towels, and from there it goes into like white cloth. This is not because we cannot afford. This exactly what is being promoted today in the Western world. But this is our culture. And when we food also, we just don't throw anything in the dustbin. Like, 1 second, guys, I have to take this call. 1 second.
Okay. Okay.
Hello, Dr. Manan Babu Garu. Yes, yes. Oh, uh-huh. Okay, అండి మీరు ఎప్పుడంటే అప్పుడు I can come meet you. Okay. Mm-hmm. Please, that would be very helpful. Yeah, మీరు నాకు నంబర్ ఇచ్చండి, I'll follow up with it. Will do. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thanks. Sorry about that, guys. I had to take that call.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right. So what I'm saying was, when we other countries, food waste, they don't consider it as a big waste. They just throw it. But we never did that. When the food was done, it's going waste. Either we give it to somebody who works at our house, or give it to some beggar, or otherwise throw it in the outside that the birds and insects consume them, or give it to cattle. So the idea is not to waste. Idea is not to throw away. Idea is to see how best it can be disposed. And then using cow dung for many things, and animal products for many things. And then if you cut a tree, using the different parts of the tree for different things. All these things is a huge knowledge base India has. I'm not being patriotic unfairly, or for just to sound good. India is a land of knowledge and vision into so many things, or insight into so many things. That's what I meant to say. Insight into so many materials and processes, systems, psyche, living style, planetary system, lot of things. So we intuitively understood what each material is, what each product is, how it can be used, reused, recycled, and how to be disposed, even starting with dead bodies, disposing dead bodies. So this is the knowledge base we have. And we are doing that even today. And part of it, yes, poverty is one thing which definitely makes anybody do the things that people in India do because of lack of money. But the other things is more of our cultural upbringing or our Indian psyche, if I would say.
I think I completely agree with you. I knew this is what basically, as you mentioned, so it's a way of living. That's what has been in India
Correct.
since ages. But only
Since
thing is, I just ask the questions because I would like to hear from the veterans who have more knowledge in this area.
So that's why I always say talking in front of people is always a learning experience. So I always get tested.
That's true. That's true. Thank you very much.
Sure, Ramesh Garu.
Any questions from the participants?
Hello, sir.
Yes, hello, Mr. Jaji.
Yeah, I'm Jaji Varghese from Delhi. So
Yes,
it
good
was
afternoon,
an
Jaji.
interactive session. Actually, just sharing information. My brother he made straws from coconut palm leaves. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dr. Saji Varghese. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's. But again, that cost part, because what you expressed also, his straw is costing about 8 rupees per. So now, of course, he is getting orders from foreign countries. But the same thing, I am a technocrat. He's from my English department. So even I can. So how to make the problem of technology? People have got ideas, but to bring down the cost. Okay. So there's some gap between the technocrats and the innovative people. I think so. And if that comes up, I think so we can cut down the cost. And as somebody was pointing out, that why these things are like, if it go for mass production, obviously the cost can come down. And for mass production, technocrats should help many innovators.
Right.
And he has got 2 units in Madurai and Kasaragod. And of course, he is utilizing the woman folk, rural women. So that's that way. This such people are empowering the people. That is a good. So there are many innovators, but I think so. Like, even I am a mechanical engineer, but even I could not put so much input to bring down the cost. So I think so. We have to do something for this.
Yes. What were the straws made of, you said?
Yes, coconut leaves. Coconut.
Okay. Coconut leaf straws. Okay. Now, there are two things, Dr. Jaji Varghese here. One thing is, is it Dr. Siddha's microphone? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
You can hear, right? Okay. So what I'm saying is, there are two things here. One is, these straws, are they one-time use straws, or we can use them again?
Of course, straw one-time use only. Of course, people don't. Once you use for a straw, don't like to use it. That's it. Of course, it can be preserved. Yeah, that way it's good. Long time it is.
Right. So the thing is, if you like, people are selling straws made of stainless steel, and people are selling bamboo straws and all that. These are multiple usage ones.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, they provide a brush to clean and all that. So now, if you get into that segment, suddenly you are talking of a reusable consumable.
Yeah.
Which is 8 rupees is nothing for that. So that is one thing. But if you want to compete with the plastic, which is throwaway price, but we are seeing the havoc this plastic is causing.
Yeah.
Okay. So my approach is always, when people were drinking coffee for 20 rupees in a restaurant, and for 5-10 rupees on the street side, Coffee Day started charging 110 rupees, and it was always full.
Yeah.
Starbucks, worse, they charge 200 rupees, and going there is a status symbol. Right?
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yes.
unfortunate, but that's what is the reality of life. So
Yeah.
my approach is cost bringing down is always a continuous exercise. We have to do that so that we are more profitable and giving a better value product to customers. But point is, forget about the price, guys. You see what we are doing here. If you think 8 rupees is too much for a straw, then you are not the customer for me.
Yeah.
I would approach it like this because this is a reusable one.
Yeah.
You carry it with you. You don't go, not going to, how many times you drink from straw? Very rare. I mean, at least not very often. So maybe initially your product is positioned in that segment where it is a multiple use, then 8 rupees is nothing. Only when you
Yeah.
go into the bulk market competing with them, that by then the price will come down anyways.
Yeah. Sure.
Right. So don't be
Yeah.
demotivated about the price. If you're selling it outside India, very good. I would like to buy some from you because I have different business interest in that, which we can connect up later if Dr. Siddha Reddy permits us to connect upon those lines. So we definitely can do something on that, but don't worry about the price on 8 rupees today.
Okay, sir. Thank you for your encouraging words. Right. Thank you.
All the best. I really appreciate you doing this, and I'd love to have those products, buy the product for my use.
Okay.
Any more from the participants?
Dr. Siddha Reddy.
Yes, sir. You are mesmerizing something to the participants. That's why they are asking many questions to you.
No, we broke our record from last time 2 people, now 3 people are asked questions.
Now only 2, na?
3. This time 3 people.
Yeah, that is why I am saying.
No. They are paying. I mean, a good idea. See, Dr. Jaji Varghese product is a very good product. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Actually, it's my brother's product, sir. Dr. Saji. Of course, the credit goes to my brother.
Excellent. You said Sachi Varghese, right?
Dr. Saji Varghese.
Dr. Saji Varghese.
He's in Christ University, Bangalore. Christ University, Bangalore.
Christ University, okay.
He's my own brother, younger brother.
Okay. But you said he's in English.
He is in English and I am in mechanical engineering. So he was asking me, you tell me some devices to bring down the cost. So that's what I thought about it.
Okay, he's an English professor and he invented this product.
He's an innovator. Yeah.
Outstanding. Great. I would love to get in touch with him. Maybe I'll look up online, or if you can send his contact.
Sure.
Please.
He has received many grants also from government.
I'm sure. He deserves that.
Yeah. That way, government is also helping him.
Oh, good. Unusual, but good. Yes.
Any questions from the participants?
Ajit Kumar. Dr. Siddha Reddy.
I think no questions from the participants, sir.
That's okay. I mean, you cannot say that. We have a lot of good interaction from the participants.
Yeah, sir.
That's good. So we should do some project in our RGM.
Okay, sir. So we conclude, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, sir.
So please talk to Dr. JP, sir. Let's do some innovative products from Nandyal. Okay. Besides pipes, we want Nandyal to be known for not only pipes but some eco-friendly products.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sounds good. So thank you so much.
Sir.
No problem.
Thank you. on behalf of and RGM set, thank you, sir, once again.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Siddha Reddy, and all the participants that are here that have not asked questions, and those who have asked questions also. Thanks a lot, everybody. That was good interaction, and especially those who asked questions um, made me clarify some ideas and think about it from a different angle. So that was very helpful for me and for everybody on the team. So really appreciate that and wish everybody all the best. Try to have eco-friendly living as much as possible. It is doable. It is easy. As you have seen, people in our group itself, like our Dr. Jaji Verghese, has a product which you all can use buying from him. And there's so many other things like that. So try to do your best, try to do your bit. And you can say that I cap carbon, do you very proudly from then on. Okay. So thank you guys. Thanks a lot. I'm signing off.
So, dear participants, the second part afternoon session is virtual visit of 500 kilowatt solar PV power plant. So, I request Professor V. Sivardi sir, please deliver the virtual visit of 500 kilowatt solar PV power plant, sir, to our participants.
Thank you, sir. Make me co-host.
Okay, sir.
Sir. Okay. I think. Good afternoon, sir. Yes. I think this is the third lab visit of RGMP. But in this visit, I am planning to compare the solar PV plant were installed in our RGM city with the hydropower plant. It is a border between Telangana and Andhra. That's Sealeru power plant I visited. So both compare why it is drastically the solar PV constructions are increasing drastically. Why hydro is not increasing? What is the struggles and cost economics? Maybe. Yes. All are knows solar energy contains UV radiation, visible radiation, and infrared radiation. But with the solar PV, we are capable to convert visible radiation. This out of 1300. Okay. Out of 1353 watts per meter square, only 43% is only visible radiation is available. It can convert into the electrical energy. Sorry, something network. The UV radiation and visible radiation and infrared radiation. So 43% of source we are capable to use for PV, but our power plant capacity, you can see, this is the power plant capacity in India at present. Up to 2020, we reached 38,000 megawatt capacity. And according to reports, 44,700 megawatt, not gigawatt, megawatt capacity, 44,000 so megawatt capacity already under pipeline, and the tenders process is completed. Further 34,600 megawatt capacity means we crossed 1 lakh from 2012. From 2012 to 2020, just 20 means 8 years, 8 to 10 years tenure, we crossed 1 lakh megawatt capacity, installed capacity. Even though our solar PV system, 40% of the radiation only utilizing, not 100% of the solar input not utilizing. Compared to hydropower, the maximum hydropower capacity India, according to different basins, Indian means different river basins, maximum capacity 1,48,000. From last 50 years, 1950 onwards, we have started construction of hydropower plants. Now also we reached only 45,699 megawatt. So why is a question mark? Why solar this much of drastically is enhancing? Just 2 videos I will share you. Maybe it may be give good comparison or hurdles of the system. Actually, in last month I went weekend to I think one village, Motugudam is a tribal area. Our friends, we planned 3 diploma friends, we planned 2 days, no network, nothing, no communication. Just we 3 friends want to enjoy like that.
వాళ్ళు ఇస్తారు.
Host, please mute. Yes. So Motugudam, after visit that place, I came to know one Sealeru hydropower plant is there. Then we visited that power plant. So I will share the how they constructed, how much struggle they did for construction of hydropower plant. Yeah, this is the river area that is called Donkai Dam. It's called Donkai Dam. Here they are getting the water from Orissa or Bariela. Bariela place to Muchand, Bariela place is reaching Donkai Dam water. Bariela to Sealeru is finally Earlier it is in Telangana. After for Polavaram Dam purpose, they given to 7 mandals given to Andhra. That's why now this project in Andhra. Again, yes. This canal they constructed, and in between the canal you can see in between the canal one more line is coming, that is called I think Pullangi canal. One more water flow is coming from Pullangi. It's called in Telugu Vagu or lake. All area water will accumulate in this area. Here this is called AVP dam, intermediate dam they constructed to store the water. If more water is coming, that through the gates it is added to the Sileru river. So parallel to the Sileru river, 24-kilometer canal they constructed. Sileru river, this side is Orissa, this side is Andhra. Finally, it is coming 4-bay dam. This is called 4-bay dam. Here the storage of the water is taking place for the power generation. This is a big lake. From this 4-bay dam, 8 kilometers underground pipeline is there to reach the wall house. This much of construction you see from collection from the Orissa to Dankaya Dam, Dankaya Dam to again Pullangi Wag. From Pullangi Wag, it is again coming to the AVP Dam, AVP Dam to the 4-way dam, 4-way dam to the powerhouse. Is I will show original also. Just layout, it is easy to explain. That's why I'm showing the layout. Night 9 o'clock we visited the plant. The engineers are permitted us because we also engineers. That's why they agreed to visit the dam. Again, from outlet of the dam, again it is connected to the Sileru river. Sileru river after 30 kilometers of journey, it is moving to add in Shabari. From the Shabari, again it is joined to the Godavari, where from the Nasik, where Godavari is coming. At Shabari, the Sileru water also adding to Godavari. Finally, Godavari ended at Rajahmundry. This is the full-fledged length of the river. Yes, from the powerhouse, this is the this wall house, means big well is there. From there, through the penstock, water is flowing to the generator. Here, 2 penstocks are already constructed. 3rd penstock is under progress. Per penstock, it is running 2 turbines. Each turbine is 111 megawatt. Like that, 4 turbines are there. 2 penstocks contains 1 penstock turbines. Total 4 turbines, 444 megawatt installed capacity. Then you see this is the powerhouse. Top side is well. Yes, you can see now. You can see this is the well. From here they are collecting the water. So 365 days. Always solar, whatever the well is there, well is full with water. So 24 hours the plant is running. 24 hours planning. The outlet of the turbines are connected to the canal. This is an outlet canal. This outlet canal is this outlet canal again 5 kilometers of journey. It is joining the Sileru river. You can see this is the prototype of the turbine. Top side is generator. This is the turbine shaft. Downside is turbine. Water inlet and outlet. Same place we visited. I will show the video directly visited. So this is all night view of the plant. Yes, now we enter the direct turbine unit. This is the middle shaft of the turbine. Top side is generator, downside is turbine. Each turbine capacity is 1011 megawatt. This is a front view of the. Then the turbine led connection 1100 kVA. 3 units finally connected, and finally it is coming 33 kVA line. This 33 kVA line distribution line is traveling more than 200 kilometers. Their utilization points are there. Up to 200 kilometers, there is no utilization point. So more transportation losses also there. This actually sealer plant, it is present at Mothugudem Dam. It's called Mothugudem. It's a tribal area. At present, there is no tribal. Mothugudem fully equipped with AP, Genco and Transco peoples only. One tribe. This is the distribution line, full-fledged distribution line. So this much of after this much of struggle, this much of huge construction, hydropower we have to generate. The unit power generation cost is low only by two methods. One is hydro, second one is solar. But hydro is so many hurdles are there for construction of hydro. Recently, we know this Uttarakhand issue also. But coming to after that much of hurdles also, maximum capacity. Yes. Okay. Last 70 years journey also, we are not crossed 50,000 megawatt, but just 10 years journey we crossed more than 1 lakh of solar PV, even though the input utilization is only 43%. Not efficiency, input utilization. Now coming to solar power plant constructed in our institute. Our institute load is 500 kilowatt. So matching load only we constructed. upon our rooftop, only rooftop. So only on our rooftop, matching of 500 kilowatt. Now we will move to our plant area. There is no plant area. Each building terrace only our plant area. We can see according to terrace availability, we divided clusters, not 500 kilowatt at a time, just clusters, decentralized clusters. In this cluster, whatever the video we are showing, in this cluster, we are maintaining 50 kVA, two clusters, two bunches. We are maintaining 50 kVA, two bunches. You can see each module contains 2 meter square area. The module highest capacity power generation is 300 watt. 2 meter square area, 300 watt capacity panels connected, and the voltage and the connected maximum voltage is 36.7 volts, and current is 8.12 amperes. Around like the 20 collectors we are connecting in series. So the input to DC voltage, solar input to DC voltage, the output voltage is 40 volts. Why? Because from the grid we are taking 440 AC, so we want to match that one. So output voltage 440 DC AC current only. Input DC is 730 maximum, but it will vary according to solar radiation. I will show the readings also. At the time of video, we are getting 622 volts, not 700. It will vary according to solar radiation, we know. But each panel, node connection 36.7 volts and 8.12 is the maximum voltage. Around 300 watts we are producing per 2 meters square. The angle of inclination of the plant, generally we are maintaining latitude plus 10 degrees because best winter performance. In summer, for maximum absorption of solar radiation, we are maintaining latitude plus 10 degrees, 28 degrees almost maintaining the angle of inclination, north to south. This is the we are inverter. Two inverter boards are. You can see the input voltage around 620 volts, 620 it is showing. Is maximum is 730. At that time, around 11 o'clock, based on the solar radiation, the maximum input we are getting 630. And you see, output is 440. Grid connected inverters are. Total 50 kVA to 6 grid connected inverters and 30 kVA 6 grid connected inverters. Total is 4,800, around 4,800 kVA is the maximum installed capacity. If solar radiation increases, it will cross 500 also. I already mentioned, based on the 1000 watt per meter square range, it will cross 500, but around 800 watt, 600 to 800 watt per meter square radiation, we are getting 4,800 kVA of electrical energy. You can see these are the different clusters. Then plant is there. This is the inverter, grid connected inverter. These are connected by sub panels. Sub panel 2, again it will goes to the main panel. The main board. This is called ACB. The entire 480 kVA output of the solar, it will come to the ACB. From ACB, it is joined to the main board. Underground electrical is there. For the interruption. Now, without interruption, we will get. Yes. Now we are moving our main powerhouse line, where the bus bar, everything is there. This is the main bus bar and a capacitor bank to optimize the power factor. 25 kVA power capacitors junctions are there. This is the main. One of the drawback of this system, if so grid power is coming, at that time only it is taking solar. If grid power is stopped, automatically solar supply also it is stopping. That is the one of the drawback. I am running based on the generator. It will not take the solar. Why? Because it is grid connected inverter. Grid lines are working at that time only. Consumption of the solar radiation or supply to the grid is the two options. We are capable to consume the solar radiation. If you are not capable to consume the solar radiation, that energy we are giving to the supply to the grid. So grid connectivity always in active mode is required for this operation. You can see this is the main line. For this main supply, we are giving the solar supply also combinedly from ACB. These are the capacitor bank. Here, in which mode we are running? Generator power mode, we are shifted to generator power mode, means solar power is not running. General power mode, we are running. Solar and grid combinedly it is running according to power utilization. It will supply or it will consume. And one direct the outlet is coming to the bus bar. I will show this is the bus bar. So from the bus bar for main building, different buildings, current line is going. If according to our load, I don't want to supply power to the any block, means I will stop the supply to particular block. Hostels daytime it is not required, then I will stop according to solar input energy. I will stop the supply. This is a common structure of any institute. That is the solar. So beauty is that we are not maintaining any engineer. Our electrician only is maintaining. He is not engineer. Just he is an electrician. Electrician is capable to maintain the entire system. That is the beauty. Why solar is popular? Even though it is utilizing radiation, 44% of solar radiation only it is utilizing to convert electrical energy. It is a poor system. Even though it is poor system, why we are utilizing this? There is no maintenance, there is no special engineers, there is no special place, and there is no distribution losses also. Why? Because where the solar radiation is there, there itself directly we are utilizing. Even though our percentage of efficiency is 15 to 16%. Then you see the grid connection, how we are doing. From Auto Nagar, main branch line is coming. From Auto Nagar it is coming. Before going transformer, metering is there. Actually, for household utilities, after transformer, the connection coming to the institute, the connection coming to the house, the metering system is there. But the education, any industry, before transformer, they will connect the meter. Means the losses of transformer also bared by the institutes only. After metering, transformer is there. From the transformer, main line we are getting. For this also 2 metering is there. Because if 1 meter is failed, the second meter they will get the reading. Buyback like that. And at present negative value is running. Why? Because we are generating more solar energy than demand. So remaining energy we are supplying to the grid. At the end of the month, they will calculate how much we supplied, how much we generated. The subtracted value we are getting the electrical bill. At present, 60 to 70% of electrical bill is reduced, and this is the 500 kVA generator. If cloudy day or there is no grid connection, we are running the 500 kV generator. Next, for safety purpose, common fire safety connections also provided for power plant according to norms. This is a common criteria for any industry. I think the visualization of these two plants, our aim to our colleagues, just to demonstrate how hurdles are there for hydro, how easy we are converting PV without wasting of any land. Main advantage of solar, there is no transmission and distribution losses, and there is no separate system required for transmission and distribution of system. Wherever radiation is available, utilization is available. That is only the beauty. That's why within 10 years we reached 1 lakh megawatt installed capacity. That's all. I think with this I'm stopping my video. I think coordinator sir will take care. Mara? Okay.
So anybody wants to clarify the doubts? So please. So participants are requested to unmute yourself and you can interact with Professor Swart sir for any clarification.
I think time is over. The time is completed.
Okay, sir. No participants are ready to ask the questions.
Yes.
So thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing the valuable information to the participants. So dear participants, this is the today's sessions. So tomorrow we'll have the two sessions. One is by K. Bhupati from National Institute of Wind Energy. He is the director and division head. He is going to deliver a talk on design and modeling of wind turbine and challenges. So in the afternoon session, so we have the Professor B. Mangu sir. He is going to deliver introduction to power evacuation strategies from solar photovoltaic energy systems. So all of you join tomorrow at 10:30. So thank you.